Now, Auntie Myrtle was one of 3 sisters on my father's side of the family. Auntie Myrtle, Auntie Bertha, Auntie Coco. Bertha was a prison guard, part-time debt collector and prop in the local men's rugby team. She looked like a hippo in a Toshini trackie, chewing tobacco, drinking meths. Meths! She spoke like Jack Palance and weighed 1/4 metric ton after a wee. She was so fat her combat wellies fitted snug right the way to the top. She had calves like the Hulk. Now, my Auntie Bertha was married to my Uncle Casey. Auntie Bertha wore the pants in the house and the underpants and the strap-on. She had sucked every last drop of testosterone out of him. There was no masculinity left. All that remained was an over-emotional bald eunuch with man tits, a cowardly spineless short arse, with a preoccupation for panty liners and scatter cushions. Plus, she'd chipped him like a dog, so she knew where he was at all times. Where is he? Where is he? She had one of those detector things out of Aliens, tracking his every move. He was in the chemist picking up his incontinence knickers. Wasn't a physiological problem, psychological, due to all the horrific abuse. He was also collecting Bertha's topical cream medication, which she made him smear all over her buttocks. Why? Because she'd recently broke out in humongous hives all over her ass. The allergist said she was allergic to cats, so she had to stop eating them. She could dislocate her jaw like a boa constrictor, allowing her to swallow her prey whole. Big appetite, Bertha. She used to eat 16 chickens a day. She kept them in a coop in her kitchen and bred them for their flesh. She used to kill them by picking them up by their heads and whipping them to break their necks. She was so proficient at it, she could do it while she spoke to you. Then go to the corner shop and get me some facts. While you're there, get me an ice cream Snickers for dessert after me chicken. One time she decided to lose weight by combining Atkins Detox and crystal meth. She lost so much weight she had to buy a new pair of knuckle dusters. Knuckle dusters, yeah. She lost weight off her hands. Her hands, bloody sausage fingers. But Bertha could never stick to a diet, and what she lost she would gain back plus 200 weight. She craved sugar too much and was addicted to fat, constantly pigging out on battered gatto, eating continuously until she collapsed into a calorie-induced coma, lying there with her tongue hanging out, drooling and farting like Jabba the Hutt. There was no switch in her head to say stop. Put it this way. She used to make her cookie dough in a cement mixer. Cream the butter and sugar first, then add the eggs. Egg. Egg. Eggs. She just chucked them in the mixer whole, shells and all, extra calcium for her tusks. 6 dozen went in. Next, she added the flour with a snow shovel. Flour? Yeah. She ate the cookie dough raw and washed it down with a bucket of Baileys. Baileys? Eating uncooked cookie dough can be dangerous because of the raw eggs. Salmonella. But Bertha didn't give a shit about salmonella. She'd already survived rabies, caught that by snogging dogs. Rabid dogs. Wasn't a dog's idea. She was always cheating behind Uncle Casey's back with animals. She had a thing for them, especially dolphins. She said she was a delphinic zoophile, which is a complimentary term for sick bitch. She used to make me Uncle Casey strip down to his incontinence knickers and talk dirty to her. Ew, 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 ew,
Dolphin sexy, yeah. Yeah, dolphin.
Bertha had allowed him to keep on his anorak to cover his bitch tits. They repulsed her and negatively affected her erection. Pissing his knickers through fear. It got so bad that he phoned up the men's abuse line. They said he was a worthless piece of shit, so he phoned the helpline instead. They were a lot more understanding. But I felt sorry for my Uncle Casey, because not only was my Auntie Bertha cruel and vindictive, she was also pig ugly. She was no beauty queen. She looked like a warthog smacked with an ugly stick, then beaten with a 6x2 plank. Put it this way, if she went for a colonic, to stick the tube in a gob, face like an arse face, not just one crack, loads of cracks. She used to point her chin with mortar. Filling in all the cracks, she had the skin texture of bark off a tree. It was so rough she used to strike matches off her face. Lighting her pipe, smoking tobacco, and sniffing glue.
Glue.
Anyway, enough about my Auntie Bertha. On to my Auntie Coco.